Cbse. Yes, we already discussed about speed, distance, displacement, average speed, average velocity and acceleration in previous lecture. Right now, okay. So we know the definition of these all now. Now, in this session actually we are going to discuss about the numericals, which is based on these all topics. So just start with an example. Let's suppose you have a ball. You are throwing this ball in perpendicularly upward direction. Suppose it reaches to the height h. I'm just drawing it so it will be more clear. I have a ball. I'm throwing this ball in perpendicularly upward direction. ये कितना height cover कर रहा है? Suppose it reaches to the height h meter. Okay, and obviously because of the action of gravity, it will come back to your hand. If you are throwing it in upward direction, then it will come back to you, right now. And for that also it will cover a distance of how much? H meter only, right now. Okay, जाने के time में भी h meter और आने के time में भी h meter. So if suppose you want to find the total distance covered by an object in this particular session or this particular example, so what will be the total distance covered by a body? Obviously h meter जाने के लिए and h meter again back. So total distance covered by the body will be what? 2h meter, right? Okay, because what is distance? Distance is actually actual length covered by a body. So the actual length covered by a body is h meter and then again back to h meter. So the total distance will be 2h meter. But at the same time, if you want to find a displacement covered by an object, if you want to find the displacement covered by an object, then displacement is what? Displacement is the shortest length covered by an object. Right now, here, what is displacement? In other way, you can say the initial और final point के बीच का जो distance होता है उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? Displacement. So this is just the shortest length between initial and final point. So what is your initial point? Suppose this point is A. This is your initial point because you are throwing the ball from this point, and again you will catch it again to this point only. If suppose you are not moving here and there, then so obviously this is your final point only. So this is your initial point, this is your final point. So what will be the shortest length between them? Obviously 0, because you are here only. In this case, the displacement will be what? 0 meter. So displacement is the shortest length that we find out here, and distance is the actual length that also we got here. That is what? 2h meter, right now. So this kind of example they can ask you to find the distance and displacement covered by an object. Clear? Okay, I am taking one more example here to make it more clear. Now I am taking a circular path here. Suppose this is the circular path. Okay, if suppose the diameter of this path is 5 meter, the diameter of this path is what? 5 meter. Or just make it simple, radius of this path is 5 meter. Radius means to say यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का length, this is 5 meter. Okay, now if you want to find the distance covered by an object, if the object start from point A and complete one round. So to complete one round, if an object starts from A, then of course it will have to come to this point only, right now. So what will be the distance covered by an object? What will be the distance covered by an object? That will be the circumference of this circle, right now. Okay, what is the formula of circumference? That is what? 2 pi r. Okay, now we will put the value of pi and r here, right? Okay, what will be this? Right, 220 by 7 meter. This is the distance covered by an object, right now. Okay, now what about displacement? What about displacement? Displacement covered by an object के लिए हमें check करना है. A is the initial point, right now. This object completes this particular round and again reaches to the point A only. So this is your initial point, this is your final point. So you can say there is no net displacement because the initial or final point are same here. So obviously the body is not moving at all. So you can say the displacement in this case is also what? 0, right now. If in same example, suppose an object start from point A. An object start from point A and after completion of half round, it reaches to point B. After completion of half round, it reaches to point B. So in this case, what will be the distance covered by an object? It is half round. If complete round is 2 pi r, then half round will be what? Only pi r, right now? Okay, if this is your radius, phi is your radius, so what will be the distance covered by an object? That will be 110 by 7 meter, right? Okay, and at the same time, if you want to find a displacement here, then displacement is what? Initial और final point के बीच में जो सबसे shortest path है. This is your initial point, this is your final point. What is the shortest path in between them? This is what? This is the diameter of a circle here. Yes. So here the displacement will be equal to what? AB, the length of AB. And what will be the length of AB? If the radius is phi, then diameter will be 10. So the length of AB will be 10 meter. So this is the displacement in this condition, and this is the displacement which is equal to 0 if the initial and final point both are same. Sometime if an object travel in straight path, suppose I am taking example here, object start from point A and reaches to point B. This is the straight path here, and the object covers a distance of 10 meter here. Okay, so initial point is what? A, final point is what? B. What is the distance covered by an object? That will be what? 10 meter, right now? Okay, at the same time, if you want to find a displacement here, that will be also 10 meter only, right now? Why? Because the initial point is A, final point is B, and this is the shortest way to reach to point B only. So here in this example, the distance covered by an object will be 10 meter. Again, the displacement, if you want to find, that will be also equal to 10 meter, right? So it is not necessary always the value of distance and displacement will be differ. It may be, if this is this kind of path, then of course it may be same, and if this type of example are there, then obviously the distance and displacement value may be vary, right now? Okay, so this is the numerical which is based on distance and displacement. We will improve it. Means to say, now we will change the pattern of question here. So let's take another example. Is it clear? So I think we should wrap this and we'll start with next example. Now in your NCERT book, you have some example that I'm going to discuss here. So let's start with an example. I'm just making a diagram here first. Suppose it is a square. Okay, this is a square of side 10 meter. This is your NCERT textbook question, which is very important that we are going to discuss here. This is 10 meter. Okay. So we have actually in NCERT book there is a farmer which moves along this path. This is a field which is in square shape, and iska jo side hai which is 10 meter. So suppose this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, clear? Okay. Now the question is what will be the distance and displacement covered by an object at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. At the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds पे हमें निकालना है distance and displacement covered by an object. Okay, and this is also we have given a farmer starts from point A and reaches to point A, then obviously it will complete one round. This one round is completed by that farmer in 40 seconds. This is also given. We have what we have given, one round covered in 40 seconds. This is we have given, and we need to find what will be the distance and displacement covered by the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. Question is clear? This is a square field of side 10 meter, which I have already written here. A farmer starts from point A and complete one round. To complete one round, the farmer will take 40 seconds. To complete one round, the farmer will take 40 seconds. This is given we have. We need to find here what will be the distance and displacement covered by the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. Clear? At the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds पे farmer कितना total distance और displacement cover करेगा. So let's start our question. Suppose the farmer will start from point A. Suppose. So एक राउंड में वो कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा? इट्स वेरी सिंपल टू फाइंड आउट 10, 10, 10 and 10, and we have a formula also to find the perimeter of a square, that is 4 into side, that also you can use here. So the distance I'm going to find here, the distance covered by a farmer in one round. What will be the distance covered by farmer in one round? If it starts from point A and reach to point A again, so the total distance covered by farmer in one round will be 4 into 10, that is what? 40 meter. Any doubt? No, na? Farmer will start from point A and reach to point A again. This is the one round completed by farmer, and for that उसको जो टाइम लगने वाला है, that also we have given, that is 40 seconds. बट टाइम 40 सेकेंड लगने वाला है, उसमें वो डिस्टेंस कितना कवर कर रहा है, दैट वी फाउंड हियर, दैट इज व्हाट 40 मीटर. सो वी कैन से इन 40 सेकेंड्स फार्मर कवर अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ हाउ मच? 40 मीटर, राइट ना? ओके, हमें क्या फाइंड करना है? 2 मिनट 20 सेकेंड में वो कितना डिस्टेंस फाइंड आउट करेगा. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. अगर 40 सेकेंड में 40 मीटर कवर करता है तो इन 1 सेकेंड इट विल कवर हाउ मच? 40 by 40, that is 1 meter, right na? Okay, so in 2 minutes 20 seconds how much distance it will cover, that we can find easily. We are using unitary method here to find this. Okay na? So at first we should convert this 2 minute 20 second into seconds first. So it is 2 into 60 plus 20. I think there is no doubt at all, right now? This is 140 seconds. Okay, so in 40 seconds farmer cover a distance of 40 meter. So in 1 second how much distance it will cover? Of course it will cover 1 meter only. And 2 minutes 20 second, that is 140 second. Now 140 second में वो कितना distance cover करेगा? That is what? 140 meter. 40 सेकेंड में 40 मीटर, 1 सेकेंड में 1 मीटर, तो 140 सेकेंड में 140 मीटर. सो दिस इज द डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय फार्मर. दिस इज द डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय फार्मर, राइट ना? ओके, सो द टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय फार्मर at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds will be 140 meter. Clear? At the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds, the total distance covered by farmer will be 140 meter. Now we are going to find the total displacement or displacement covered by a farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. For that we need to find actually how much round the farmer is completing here. How much round the farmer is completing here. So to find the number of rounds, rounds, we can do two things actually. एक तो टोटल टाइम को एक राउंड के टाइम से डिवाइड कर दो, देन ऑल्सो यू विल गेट, या फिर टोटल डिस्टेंस को एक राउंड के डिस्टेंस से डिवाइड कर दो, then also you will get the number of rounds. So I am just taking time here. Number of rounds, it will be, what is the total time? That is 140. What is the time taken by farmer to complete one round? That is what? 40. Right now? Okay. This is 3.5 rounds. How much you got? 3.5 rounds. Clear na? To find the number of rounds, we are dividing total time taken by farmer, that is 2 minutes 20 seconds, and the time taken by farmer to complete one round, that is what? 40 seconds. If we will divide these two, you will get the number of rounds. Okay. Now the total number of rounds, जो farmer लगा रहा है, that is what? 3.5 rounds. मतलब 3.5 round. Means to say you can say 3 complete round and half round. Okay, so now let's just check here. If the farmer will start from point A, then in one round, see, in one round the total distance covered will be this much, that is 40. But what will be the displacement? It will be 0. In one complete round, the displacement of the farmer will be what? 0. So एक round में displacement कितना हो गया? 0. Now it will start from again this point. In second complete round also the displacement will be 0. In third complete round also the displacement will be 0. Means to say, you can say in 3 complete round the net displacement of that farmer will be 0. Right? Because it will start from point A and again reach to point A. In second round also it will start from point A and again reach to point A. And in third round even also it will start from point A and again reaches to point A only. So in 3 complete round the total displacement will equal to what? 0. Now we will discuss about the remaining half round. The remaining half round may, suppose the farmer will start from A point, तो it will reaches to point C. This is the half round. ये complete है तो half कितना होगा? A to C, right ना? यहाँ से यहाँ तक. This is the total distance covered by farmer in half round. Now we need to find the displacement here. See, A से C तक पहुंचने का सबसे shortcut रास्ता कौन सा है? This one. This is the shortest path to reach from point A to point C. So, you can say here in 3 complete round, displacement is equal to what? 0. In half round, अब हम लोग किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? Half round की. In remaining half round, the displacement covered by the farmer. See, it will start from point A and B and then C. This is the half round. So, what is the shortest path between point A and C? This is this one. So we can find the value of AC here because this is a square. So obviously this all angle will be equal to 90 degree. So we easily can apply here Pythagoras theorem to find the value of what? AC. So let's find the value of AC because half round में वो कितना cover करेगा? AC. This is the displacement now. So AC is equal to what? Root over AB square plus BC square, right? This is 10 square plus 10 square. You will get here square root of 200. That is what? 10 root 2. So in remaining half round, the distance covered by the farmer, the displacement covered by the farmer will be 10 root 2. 3 rounds का तो count ही नहीं करना है because 3 rounds जो है वो complete थे. So the net displacement will be 0. So you can say at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds, the total distance covered by the farmer will be what? 140 meter, and the displacement covered by the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds will be only this much. This what is 10 root 2. That is only 10 root 2 because we are not counting here the 3 complete round because in 3 complete round the displacement will equal to 0. Okay, so बचा हमारे पास सिर्फ half round. Half round means to say from point A to point C. And to find the shortest path between A and C, we need to draw this line, and we found the value of AC by using Pythagoras theorem because this is a square, so obviously this angle will be 90, and we got this as 10 root 2. Got it? Okay. So at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds, the distance covered by the farmer will be 140 meter, and the displacement covered by the farmer will be only 10 root 2. Okay. Okay. So let's start with another example. This question is very important, so please watch it carefully and obviously do practice for this. Now one more type of question that is given in your textbook, that is based on average speed. To discuss this numerical first, I want to just explain about average speed. What is average speed? What is average speed actually? See, whenever we move in our day-to-day life, either by using any vehicle or simply by foot, so we never actually travel with same speed, right? Now we always change our speed. अभी रास्ते में कुछ ऑब्स्टिकल है, then obviously we will decrease the speed of an object, either bicycle or car, or if you are moving by foot, then obviously कुछ भी आप करोगे आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, अपना स्पीड जो है वो चेंज करना पड़ेगा. तो we always continuously change our speed when we move in day to day life. So this type of numerical is based on actually day to day life, because we never ever travel with constant speed, right now. Okay, so if you are not traveling with constant speed, then if you want to find out the speed or by what speed you are traveling, so what we do there, actually we find the average speed there. It will be very simple, it will be very easy to identify what is the average speed traveled by you by using this method that we are going to discuss here. So let's take one example. This is also I am taking from your NCERT book only. This is in your exercise. Actually I am not writing here the complete question, I am just explaining you. You can verify from there what is the question exactly. जैसे farmer वाला question था, this is also your textbook question, which is very important. Now this question which is based on average speed that I am going to discuss here. Let's start. अब्दुल नाम है एग्जाम्पल में. मैं क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही लिख रही हूँ यहाँ पर and just explaining you. You can refer from there. Okay. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. A person start from point A and reaches to point B. जब वो यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहा है तो the speed of that object is 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर. जाने के टाइम में सपोज आपका ये घर है और this is your school. You are moving to school now. So the speed which we are using to travel here is 20 kilometer per hour. And at the same time, when you are moving, when you are coming back from your school, then the distance is same because it will not change obviously. So this time your speed become 30 kilometer per hour. Suppose जाने के टाइम में you travel with the speed of 20 kilometer per hour. The distance is same here because आपके घर से आप स्कूल जा रहे हो and again you come back to your home from school. So the the speed which you was using earlier, that was 20 kilometer per hour, and when you come back your speed is 30 kilometer per hour, right? Okay, now we need to find the average speed of that object, or average speed that you are by which you are moving. Okay, so हमने average speed का formula पढ़ा था. If you remember that was total distance covered by an object divided by total time. Okay, total distance covered by an object divided by total time taken by an object. So this is the average speed formula. जाने के टाइम में your speed was 30 km per hour. When you are coming back your speed is 20, and when you are coming back that is 30 km per hour. So we need to find here the average speed of an object या फिर average speed of you. So that is total distance divided by total time. So at first we need to find the total distance here. Actually in question we don't have given the total distance here, or simply the distance from your home to school. Just suppose this distance is x kilometer. This distance is x kilometer. Okay. Now we have a formula that is speed is equal to what? Distance divided by time. ये फॉर्मूला तो आपको पता है. ओके, नाउ हम लोग अभी डिस्कस करते हैं A to B. When you start from point A and reaches to point B, your speed was what? 20 km per hour. Just I am putting the value of speed here, 20. And what is the distance? We already supposed here that distance is what? X. Okay, now what about time? We don't know even time also here. Just suppose the time taken by you is T1. Because there will be two different time here, that's why I am taking T1 here. So take T1. Any doubt? No na. अभी फिर से start करते हैं. Speed is equal to distance upon time. This is the formula. When you starting from point A and reaches to point B, your speed was given that is 20 km per hour. So A to B तक जाने के लिए speed you have taken 20 km per hour, and the distance covered by you is x kilometer that we are letting here. So that is x kilometer, and we are letting the time also, that is T1. So 20 is equal to x by T1, right? Okay, so what will be the value of T1? T1 will be what? X by 20. Now again, अब हम लोग आते हैं when you start from point B and reaches to point A again. So B to A के लिए what is your speed now? 30 km/h. Distance will remain same. Obviously it will not change. Distance is same here because you are using same path. That's why. So 30 km/h ये आपकी speed है. So 30 is equal to distance by time. Distance we are taking x here. As the speed is changing here, so obviously the time will change, right now. Speed is changing. Distance constant है but speed change हो रही है तो time will change. So I am taking this time as t2. So it will be x by t2. Now what will be the value of t2? It will be x by 30. See, we have distance now, that is x kilometer. So we can find the total distance, right now. Okay, so just I am putting the value of these two that we get from these two equation. Total distance for this, what you will take? एक तो जाने का x किलोमीटर और प्लस आने का x किलोमीटर. This will be the total distance 2x किलोमीटर. Now अब हम लोग बात करेंगे किसकी? टाइम की. I am writing here t1 plus t2 first. Now we will put the value of t1 and t2. It will be 2x only and t1 की वैल्यू कितनी है? x by 20. t2 की वैल्यू कितनी है? x by what? 30. Just solve it. 20 और 30 का LCM what? 60. Okay ना? So it will be 3x or it will be 2x, right? Okay. Now just solve it. It will be what? 2x by 1 and नीचे 5x by 60. Now just reciprocate it. It will be 60 by 5x. x cut. ये भी cut. Right now, it is what? 24 km/h. This is the average speed of your whole journey. You started from home, reaches to school, and then come back to home. Okay. जब आप स्कूल जा रहे थे, your speed was 20 km/h. When you came back to home, your speed was 30 km/h. But we need to find the average speed traveled by you. The average speed covered by you. इसके लिए हमें ये formula use करना है. That is what? Total distance divided by total time. So at first we need to find the total distance. That is not given here. We just assume that you are covering the distance of x meter. अगर जाने के लिए x meter cover कर रहे हो, if you are using same path to come back again, तो obviously the distance will be same x meter. So we took here x plus x 2x kilometer. Now time. If speed and distance, speed is varying here, तो obviously the time will change. That's why the initial time, जाने वाला जो time था, that was t1 x by 20. And return हो रहे थे आप, the speed was changing here 30 km/h. So the t2 will be x by 30. Now just use the formula of average speed. That is what? Total distance divided by total time. So just put it the value of these all. We got the average speed here. जाने की speed 20, आने की speed 30 km/h. So what will be your average speed? That will be 24 km/h. Got it? So this type of question in your textbook. Actually, there are many more types of questions, but these two are very important that we need to actually understand. So I explained here both the types of example. So you can, I think, solve all the question or all the numericals which is based on these two topics, that is average speed and distance and displacement. I think so. So do this, okay? I'm just completing this session here only. In next session, we will discuss about acceleration numericals and of course the graphical method. There are many more things to discuss in chapter motion now. This is just a part which we finished here. So I'll give you assignment also which is based on these two topics. So you just solve that, okay?